barely muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You're not ready. Check 31.
After the penalty, it's Smith. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll look to run with Conner. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now to the air, block. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Down. 10 logo.
Hey, pick your game up.
Just recon. 132 fighter. Yeah. Go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shift.
Topper.
51's the mic.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too over-amped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hit it.
On second down, here's Locke. Going top shelf for... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block now to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 21-0 our score after 1.
Come on, set. 8, read.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Now.
Running with Kamara. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to fire one deep. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. And even 50 yards. Back to throw. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
2nd and 4. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Evan Ingram. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice timing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Shotgun snap to Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Hamilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
50's the mic. All day, just like that.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to...
It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run is Counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready, break. Go on, go on.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. To throw it is Locke. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Counter. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. On second and goal. Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Locke now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Davis. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 8, read. Recon, 132 fighter.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
A gain of 15.
Check safety.
First down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Noah Spence leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 2nd and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on third down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Rock it. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Go out. Check 37. There. Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship.
Leo.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.